Good morning, welcome, and thank you all for coming. Today, I'm going to be presenting a project I've been working on. We see many people with different struggles in their lives, and obviously we try to help, and usually it isn't enough. They need to feel special. This project is to show how a life can be changed by changing someone else's life, and how a person can be a hero. It doesn't matter the difficulties.
Hey, I'm Jeffrey. I know I look like an ordinary boy, but I'm not at all. I have PTSD. Since 2 years ago, after a group of bullies beat me up at school just for being different. And even though I haven't seen them 2 years ago, their voices are still in my head. And when I have an episode, I only find comfort in Elizabeth. She came into a little group of friends just 2 months ago, and I'm really thankful she did. One day I was waiting for her to go out of her class, and I started having a crisis. I started hearing the voices like screaming at me, and she just came and got closer to me and she started singing. And I don't know how, but my head recognized that song, and I started feeling peace. Then I realized that was a song that my mom used to sing to me when I was a baby. Elizabeth is not only my friend, she is my hero.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth. I'm only 15 years old and I was diagnosed with OCD a little less than a year ago. When everybody else was busy collecting toys and little things like that when we were younger, I would collect things like rocks, bottles, and even newspapers. Before I leave the house, I have to make sure I check everything three times, because if I check it only once or twice, then I'll have to go back, because what if I left something plugged in, or what if I didn't water the dog? So it's a little funny, but there exists one person, her name is Rachel, and every time I do something, because that's what I have to do, every time I ask something 3 times, she'll answer 3 times back for me, because she knows that it suits my need to do things. Hey, do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's 11:56, 11:56, 11:56.
She doesn't know it, but she's my hero.
My name is Rachel and I have anxiety. I knew it since I was 10, but my parents didn't realize until I was 15 when they saw me having a panic attack. I remember that day they literally freaked out. Whenever I get anxiety, my hands and my body start shaking and I feel as if I'm closed in a tiny little box and I can't escape. I have been going to therapy for 1.5 years now, and also typical support group, which is where I met my genuine group of friends. But most importantly, that's where I met Charlie. When I saw Charlie, I was feeling nervous, but she smiled and talked to me as if she had known me for years. And to be honest, she makes me feel comfortable. Whenever I get a panic attack or just start having anxiety, she takes my hand and she looks into my eye, and I can feel as if everything is going to be alright. And when she hugs me, I can swear that's my safe place. Charlie's my hero.
Charlie here. I know I look like a typical happy teen, but I've had many years of experience. I was diagnosed with depression 3 years ago. I had the perfect life. I had a great support and my parents gave me everything I wanted, but still, late at night, I just felt empty and couldn't help but wonder what it'd be like if I disappeared. That's when my psychologist told me that sometimes there's no real reason to depression and that it just happens and we need to learn to live with it. In the process of learning how to cope and deal with this, I lost my friends and my partner. Anyways, a year later I joined this support group, and here is where I met Jeff. Well, his name's Jeffrey, but I call him Jeff even though he hates it. He lets me call him that though. I think he's been a really great addition to my life. It's really radiant around him. I'd say he's my hero.
As you all can see, these people have been through a lot, but they found help within each other. When I find someone who can help one of my teens, I suggest them to go to the support group. I've created activities for them to connect. This led them to become friends. They're each other's heroes. So in my conclusion, we can help our patients by motivating to help others. If they can be heroes, we can be heroes.